Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Don't count the days, make the days count. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference, that you have lived and lived well. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. The best way to predict the future is to create it. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Life is a journey that must be traveled, no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. Don't watch the clock do what it does, keep going. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. You have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars, to change the world. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. The only source of knowledge is experience. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Success is not how high you have climbed, but how you make a positive difference to the world. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. Life is about making an impact, not making an income. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. The best revenge is massive success. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Life is a dream for the wise, a game for the fool, a comedy for the rich, a tragedy for the poor. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. Your time is valuable, and I'm genuinely thankful you spent it with me. Thank you for watching my video. Your support keeps me motivated to to create more content you'll enjoy.